Venus is going to be Libra. These 26 days will completely transform the way you look at relationships. People think Venus in Libra means amazing for love and relationships. Yes, it's good, but Venus is very different in Taurus versus in Libra. Venus rules two signs, Taurus and Libra. Venus in Taurus is more about enjoyment and possession, whereas Venus in Libra is about sharing and harmony, especially social harmony. So we'll see what things will blossom in your life, depending on your rising sign or your moon sign. You can see from both, from the rising sign to see external manifestation, from the moon sign to see how you will experience things inside, how you feel things inside. So let's begin on the 12 zodiac signs. And before we do that, if you like the content of this channel, please share and subscribe. So let's get started with all the 12 zodiac signs. First of all, Aries rising or Aries moon sign. You can see from both. You see the external manifestation from the rising sign, and you can see how you'll feel the transit within emotionally. That you see from the moon sign. So Aries zodiac sign, Venus is your second lord and Venus is your seventh lord. So it's a welcome transit. It's a good, strong placement for Venus, but for Aries rising, Venus is also your seventh lord. So seventh lord sitting in the seventh house, and that too, the planet of Venus, that could be too much of a good thing. So you got to be careful in your relationships. There could be too much dependence on your relationships. There could be overindulgence, too much pleasure, or just going outside of your marriage or relation. This is very important for Aries. Now, on the positive side, the second house and seventh house will bring up all sorts of harmonious partnerships. Like for business especially, you can go and meet people and develop these fine partnerships. And those partnerships will be based on harmony and balance and equilibrium. Secondly, this will be a good transit for thinking about how to grow your family wealth. Some projects, some initiatives, some things you want to work on during this transit to improve your wealth in general. If you're in the finance industry, this will be a fantastic transit for you. Then this is a good period to use your speech. Your speech will have really big impact. It'll come across as a refined speech, and your words will carry the weight. So use your words these 26 days to gain, even help you gain wealth, but also in your relationships. Then second house is the food. So there'll be a lot of focus on eating nice gourmet food, and culinary aspects of life will come to life. And then second house is also Kutumbasthana. So this is a good period to spend quality time with your family. This transit will improve your bonding, your connection with your family. So it's a good time overall to do lots of cooking together, and speech as in sharing your views, your ideas, doing some aesthetic things, or doing some feminine puja, mantras chanting for the goddesses, Parvati, Durga. And then on the relationship side, so marriage side, it can bring a lot of harmony and peace. So focus on what things you can share in your relationship, in your marriage, in your partnership, versus what's in it for me, right? So rather than being possessive, rather than thinking, okay, this will bring the best period for my love life, think of how you can share your love, your everything with other people, because Venus in Libra wants you to share and bring harmony in everybody's life, especially your partner. So that's the zodiac sign of Aries. Then we have Taurus rising or Taurus moon sign. Taurus people, the Venus is your Lagna Lord or your moon Lord. So it's a very strong placement. Your Lagna Lord will be very strong in the own sign of Libra. So first of all, this 26 days, you want to express your artistic skills. You want to express your feminine side. You want to express your aesthetic skills. Learn any form of art or do presentations. Just have more social gatherings. Go out and talk to people. Express yourself. Activate that creativity within you. You'll blossom. And then now, sixth house is not that great a placement for Venus for relationships. This may mean there could be ending of relationship or some kind of reset in your relation, because Venus is the natural ruler of the seventh house, but then it goes to the sixth house. So it's like the loss of relationship. So be careful. But there could also be some kind of relationship or love blossoming at work, at workplace, in your job, in your profession. And then this is a good period to deal with the enemies through Venusian skills, through harmony, especially sharing and caring with your enemies rather than focusing on aggressive approach. So use your Venusian skills, use your negotiation skills. This is actually really powerful period for you to negotiate your way through anything, business, relationships, or through a difficult conflict with other people. Now, also, Venus in the sixth house gives you deep focus on your health. Venus is Shukracharya. So this may give you a power as Sanjeevani Vidya to heal yourself and heal other people. So focus on healing, learning some healing abilities, or using herbs and natural forms of healing for yourself and doing the same for other people. This is also a good period to serve women, help women in your life, respect women, and also maybe do some charity donation for, say, young girls or women or single mothers. Those are going to be fantastic remedies through this transit. But overall, do lots of creative work, art, dance, music. Even if you're not an artist, pick up something or just do some doodling. That's going to be a powerful remedy. This will activate the Lakshmi within you. That's your Lagna Lord. So that's for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Next is Gemini rising or Gemini moon sign. For Gemini zodiac, Venus is your 12th Lord and your 5th Lord. So it's going to be very strong. So that means 5th house, especially where Venus is going to be sitting, it shows a lot of creativity. Do a lot of creative work during this 26 days. Could be projects or literally art, dance, music. 5th house is also your romantic relationships. So there's a wonderful period. If you're looking for love, this could be it. And that love could actually come from a foreign country. It could be a foreigner you may meet and fall in love. And then 5th house is also speculative gains, stock market, and Venus is Lakshmi, is wealth. So it's a good transit. Now, this is not financial advice, but this will give you this good energy on those lines. And then 12th house is also our subconscious mind. So this will give you really this harmonious nature and to balance any conflicting energies within you. So if you've been struggling with any decision making or should I do this or that, or some big decisions inside, then this period could resolve that conflict. And then 5th house is also our children. So literally this could be a period when you may give birth to something, some idea, or literally if you're planning for childbirth, this could be a good period for that. And then also this is going to be a wonderful period for your children. They'll feel more creative. So do creative things with your children. That's a powerful remedy for Gemini. And also use your subconscious mind for healing yourself and healing others. That's the 12th house. 12th house Lord is going to be very strong. Astral travel, past life regression, energy healing, and just going deep and awakening. Just think of the thing that comes to my mind is the beautiful mind. The more Venusian things you do, the more artistic things, the more healing work you do, the more you will be able to access your subconscious mind through these 26 days of Venus in Libra. So that's for Gemini rising and Gemini moon sign. Then we have Cancer rising or Cancer moon sign. Venus is your 11th Lord and your 4th Lord. So 4th Lord and 11th Lord is going to be very strong. That means gains in real estate, gains in your home front. So maybe more beautiful house, or gains in terms of vehicles also. You may buy a new vehicle or a luxurious vehicle. Again, this is not financial advice or real estate advice, but Venus will give you that kind of energy and strength and progress in those areas. Now, Venus, the 4th Lord, is very strong. So literally do some aesthetic things in your home, do some renovation, do some artistic work, paint the walls. And then also 11th house is your social circle, your friends. So amazing time. So if you combine the 4th house and the 11th house, that means 11th house is friends and social circle. So bring your friends home. 4th house is your home. So have a lot of parties and social gatherings at your home. Cook gourmet food. Venus is gourmet food. and serve and nourish other people. So healing, Venus is also healing. So this will also give you ideas about your long-term happiness, permanent happiness, what makes you happy from within. And this may also bring positive changes in your relationship with your mother, or she may feel powerful changes. She may have this feeling of peace and harmony and gains in her life. And Venus in the fourth house, literally, you want to spend as much time with your family members sitting at home and do lots of chanting goddess mantras, Durga mantra or Kali mantra or Lakshmi mantras. Just keep on playing those for these 26 days. Keep on playing those mantras in your home. And then also, this is a period which may give you financial gains also. That's 11th house. So overall, very positive period, very positive transit for Cancer rising and Cancer moon sign. Then for Leo rising or for Leo moon sign, Venus is your 10th lord and Venus is your third lord, actually transiting through the third house. First of all, amazing period to use your hands for any artistic things. Play a music instrument, do some healing work, do some art, doodling, creative writing. So writing is going to be very powerful during these 26 days. Even if you're not a writer, start journaling, start writing some things every day. And if you're a healer, absolutely fantastic period, because Venus is the planet of healing, the biggest planet for healing. Shukracharya, the Sanjeevani Vidya, the wisdom to bring dead people back to life. So this is a good time to use that skill, especially if you use your hands in that healing process. Then third house is also short distance travels. It's going to be very useful and fruitful for you to go and meet people and network with people, meet people face to face. And then 10th Lord is going to be strong. So that's your profession, your work. Use a lot of Venusian aspect, use a lot of art or artistic skills or aesthetic skills, or do lots of good presentations and stuff like that during these 26 days that'll help with your profession in your job. And then third house is also marketing and communication, written communication especially. Use your Venusian skills to reach out to a lot of people. A wonderful time to do marketing and sales. You'll have this Shakti, that's the power to attract people through your communication skills. So marketing, sales, written communication, newsletters, all of that is going to be fantastic. And then third house is also the Parakram Bhava. So use your diplomatic skills to deal with the day-to-day challenges. That's the third house. Rather than force, use your Venusian skills to tackle everyday challenges. And the 10th Lord is in Libra. That means you want to use your negotiation skills at work. Be the negotiator, be the mediator, bring peace and harmony among maybe different project groups or different sections of your business, of your company. Be the peacemaker, be the negotiator, be the one who bring people together, and also bring harmony and balance and fairness for everybody at work. So that's going to go a long way in helping you in your profession if you do that for these 26 days. So that's for the zodiac sign of Leo rising or Leo moon sign. Virgo rising, Virgo moon sign. Venus is very powerful in your second house, the house of speech. Use your words. They'll be having this attractive power, just like Lakshmi speaking. And then second house is wealth. And Venus is the planet for wealth, Lakshmi. Really powerful transit for accumulating wealth. Think of some projects, think of some ways of improving your finances. Second house is also food. So focus on gourmet food, focus on eating very high quality, nourishing food rather than junk food. And then Venus is also your 9th Lord. So focus on dharma, focus on tantric wisdoms, focus on very deep traditional wisdom and healing abilities. Spend time with your gurus. Listen to your gurus. Second house of speech and 9th house of gurus. Or if you're a guru, if you're a teacher, go out and talk to people. Share your wisdom through your speech. Also good time for pilgrimage, travel with your sangha, with your gurus. And the 9th house is higher studies. Also, if you've been thinking of higher studies, this is a good time for doing that. And then 9th house is Lakshmi Sthan anyway. All right. And Venus is Lakshmi. And luck will shine upon you. 26 days, really powerful. Of course, you have to look at all the other transits, what's happening with other planets, and see how Venus is placed in your natal chart. But this will activate your 9th house, Bhagyasthan, and your second house, Sthan, wonderful 26 days to spend with their kutumba, with their family, and do Venusian things, which is art, dance, music, cook food together, meals, big meals with their family, like that. And same thing with their gurus and sangha. So overall, this is a fantastic transit that'll activate the money aspect, the food, the speech, and your dharma, that is your ninth house. So that's for the zodiac sign of Virgo. Next, we have Libra. Libra is the limelight, right? So Venus, we're talking about Venus transiting through the sign of Libra. And now we're talking about this section is about the Libra rising sign or Libra moon sign. For Libra rising or Libra moon, this is going to be a period of complete transformation. Your eighth lord is going through the Lagna, through the first house, and it's very strong. Secondly, this is the time for sharing and caring. You will be the negotiator, you'll be the peacemaker, you'll be the one who will bring harmony. And after this transit, you'll be a different person because this is going to completely transform your personality. The first lord also is the same planet as the eighth lord. So focus on bringing out the Venusian skills, any artistic skills. If you're an artist, absolutely fantastic. Focus on your art. If you're not an artist, pick up some art form, and even just as a hobby or just as a remedy. Okay. Eighth house can also bring some kind of inheritance. You may get some money from inheritance or from maybe from your spouse, shared wealth. All of that is eighth house. So the ruler of that is going through the first house. It will bring you some gains from other people, but overall deep transformation, deep turning. You may learn some esoteric skills. You may learn the secrets of the universe. Literally, the eighth lord is coming to your Lagna. That means all the eighth house wisdom is coming to your first house, that is your intellect. And so you'll intellectualize, you'll actually understand some of the secrets of the universe. And very powerful for healing yourself, healing other people. Venus is Shukracharya, the planet for healing, the one who received Sanjeevani Vidya. And focus on all of that. And then also focus on wealth, money, Lakshmi. Venus is wealth. It transiting to the first house, meaning it is giving you those blessings. It's activating the wealth or the dhana yogas in your chart. It's giving you the blessings of Lakshmi. And overall, don't be possessive. This is a transit that's asking you to share your wealth, that is Venus, share your love, that is Venus, and share your artistic skills, that is Venus. So the more you share, the more blessings you'll have during these 26 days. So that's for Libra rising or Libra moon sign. Then we have Scorpio rising or Scorpio moon sign. You can see from both. So for Scorpio zodiac, Venus is your seventh lord and Venus is your 12th lord. It's a very interesting placement, and Venus is transiting through your 12th house. So first of all, this will activate Lakshmi because Venus is very well placed in the 12th house. Venus is Lakshmi. Lakshmi always sits at the feet of Vishnu. Okay. And 12th house represents the feet of the Kal Purush, which is Vishnu. And so this is good remedy is to worship Lakshmi along with Lord Vishnu. Secondly, this may activate some deep, like secretive tendencies in your relationship. You have to be careful about that. But on the positive side, this will reveal some secrets that will help you in your relationship as long as you focus on sharing and caring and not being possessive. Now, of course, seventh lord is going to be transiting through the 12th house, which is the house of losses also. So this could give some kind of a loss in your relationship, but only to give you something even better. And then through seventh lord going through the 12th house also means you may meet somebody from a foreign country. If you're looking for getting married or relationship, this may bring opportunities. So during this 26 days, look for opportunities among foreign people or in a foreign country, and that will give you luck and blessings. But at the same time, yes, this could also mean you may travel with your spouse abroad, or your spouse may travel abroad. And also focus on investments, and especially in a foreign country. So that's the 12th house. And see how you can grow your wealth through invest. So see, 12th house people say house of loss, but if you put in some money in a fixed deposit or any kind of investment, that is in a way, you're parting with that money, but you're not wasting it, you're not spending it, or just it's not going out the door. It's basically going to grow. So focus on investments during these 26 days. So that's for Scorpio rising now, or Scorpio moon sign. Then we have Sagittarius rising or Sagittarius moon sign. For Sagittarius zodiac, Venus is your 11th lord and Venus is your 6th lord. So that means, first of all, gains in your job. You'll have maybe promotion. Secondly, also victory over enemies. 11th house is the gains and 6th house is the enemies or obstacles. And that could be internal enemies or external enemies. Then we have, or on the other hand, it could also mean conflicts with your friends. So it's a very interesting combination where you may have victory over enemies, but you may have conflicts with your friends, because that's conflicts is the 6th house, and then 11th house is your friends. Same thing on social media. Be very careful on social media that you may end up having some conflicts or making some enemies on social media. That's the combination of 6th house and 11th house. And now also 6th house is your seva and service, and 11th house is money. So a good remedy is to give away money, to do charity. And be careful to be very fair and balanced on social media or with your friends also, or with your older siblings, because if the Libra is a sign of harmony and balance, and if you're taking sides or you're being opinionated or just have extreme views, then this could be a difficult transit. This is asking you to be very balanced and fair and harmonious when it comes to social media or with your friends. So that's for Sagittarius zodiac sign. Now, next is Capricorn. Capricorn Lagna or Capricorn moon sign. Now, for Capricorn and for Aquarius, we'll discuss Venus is your Yoga Karaka. It rules one of the Trikona houses and one of the Kendra houses. It rules your 5th house and your 10th house for Capricorn rising. That means a lot of creativity in your profession. This means focusing on mantra shastra. Whenever you go to work, or let's say start your computer or something, chant some mantras. That's 5th house is chanting, 10th house is profession. And then 5th house is children and 10th house is profession. So involve your children in your profession. Start some projects with your children, or also applies to your romantic partner. So your romantic partner and your profession are going to be mixed. So you can do some things with your romantic partner. This is also a direct combination for speculative gains, because 5th house represents stock market speculative gains, but this is not financial advice. Now, 5th house is also the house of skills and creativity, as I mentioned, but then Venus is in Libra, which is the sign of sharing and harmony and balance. So you want to do some creative work and then share it with other people, or you want to create something that brings harmony. Literally, the artwork itself can bring harmony, or you can just share that artwork with other people for healing the humanity. So those are the blessings for Capricorn rising. Next, we have Aquarius rising or Aquarius moon sign. For Aquarius also, Venus is a Yoga Karaka. That means it rules one of the Kendra houses and one of the Trikona houses. It rules your 4th house and your 9th house. First of all, Venus transiting in the 9th house in the sign of Libra. Bring harmony in your spiritual path, in your spiritual beliefs. Be very fair, and also learn some traditional vidya, traditional wisdom. Venus is very traditional, Shukracharya, even more like tantric wisdom. And then also bring together your home and your dharma. That means do lots of spiritual work sitting at your home. That's the 4th lord and the 9th lord combination. Literally turn your home into a temple. And then also maybe bring your gurus home, ask them to visit your home. And 4th lord is going to be strong. That means bring some aesthetic things in your home, some renovation or some artwork. And then this will bring luck in your home. In general, and whenever any lord goes or transits through the 9th house, that means that house will feel lucky. So at home, you'll have better connection with your family members, just better energy, more enjoyment. Enjoyment is also the key word with Venus. More enjoyment in your home front, in your place of residence. So overall, huge blessings for Aquarius rising. And anyway, your Lagna Lord or Aquarius moon sign, Saturn is also friends with Shukracharya, with Venus, and Venus is very strong. So that in turn gives strength to your Lagna also. Fantastic transit for Aquarius, even in the areas of real estate and home renovation, all of that. So that's for Aquarius. Next, we have a Pisces rising or Pisces moon sign. For Pisces, Venus is transiting through your 8th house. It is awakening your Sanjeevani Vidya, the wisdom to bring dead people back to life. You'll feel like a big healer after this transit or during this transit of 26 days. One recommendation: go as deep as you possibly can in your esoteric wisdom path to discovering the secrets of the universe. Of course, be safe. And this is not financial advice, this is not health advice, but this is the transit that can completely transform the way you look at universe. Okay. But through harmony, through peace, not through extreme measures, through sharing and through caring, but also through learning deep esoteric wisdom, even tantric wisdom. That's Shukracharya, Venus in the 8th house. This is a good period. You may get some inheritance. You may get some money from other people. You may also just have better luck at managing money. Now, Venus is also your 3rd lord. That is going to be very strong. So that means good for communication, written communication, especially newsletters, marketing, sales, going out, meeting people in person, and then also respecting your younger siblings, spending time with them, and then going out on a short distance travels. Those will be very fruitful and useful for you. So that's for Pisces rising. So that's Venus transit in the sign of Libra and how this may impact you. Of course, you have to look at your natal chart to see the big picture or full picture. And also you have to combine all the other transits to get truly the full picture. Yeah, and humble request, if you like the content, please share and subscribe.